And now let's meet the participating teams in tonight's championship game. First of all, the non-starters for Community College of Baltimore, Dundalk. The non-starters include number 10, Richie White. Number 20, Demetrius Harris. Number 25, James Bowen. Number 30, Tanel Hicks. Number 33, Andre Fountain. Number 43, Jakee Garrett. And number 50, Sean Sanders. And now the starting lineup for Dundalk. At a guard, a 5'10" sophomore from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, number 3, Will Chase. At forward, a 6'2" sophomore from Baltimore, Maryland, number 11, Great White. At center, a 6'7" sophomore from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, number 13, Micah Davenport. At a guard position, a 6'1" sophomore from Ashland, Virginia, number 23, E.T. Jackson. And at forward, a 6'6" sophomore from Richmond, Virginia, 00, Sean Glasgow. The head coach of Dundalk is Don Beasley. Also here this evening are the school president, Dr. Gina Prue, and her husband, Bill. Once again, Community College of Baltimore, Dundalk. Now let's meet the non-starters for Rose State College. Number 12, Rashard Sullivan. Number 20, Osric Woods. Number 22, Josh Holland. Number 24, Wally Cole. Number 25, Micah Jackson. Number 32, Robert Johnson. Number 35, Oliver Vogt. And number 44, Doug Armstrong. And now the starting lineup for Rose State. At a guard, a 6'2" freshman from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, number 10, Sean McCleary. At guard, a 6'2" sophomore from Boynton, Oklahoma, number 23, Derek Lang. At forward, a 6'7" sophomore from Hertford, England, number 30, Duncan Ogilvie. At forward, a 6'2" freshman from Lone Oak, Arkansas, number 33, Derek Pearson. And at forward, a 6'4" freshman from Del City, Oklahoma, number 40, Mike Coleman. The assistant coach for Rose State is Calvin Pierce, and the head coach, Dr. Tom Mills. The officials for this championship game, Sam Banks of Champaign, Steve Morris of Mount Vernon, Illinois, and Tom O'Neill Jr. of Oak Forest.
And our thanks to Jim Shepard, our public address announcer, for our starting lineups. A beautiful job on our national anthem by the vocalists from St. Joseph Ogden High School, just a mere 30 miles away from here. Dundalk will be wearing their traveling red uniforms, trimmed in white, the shorts white with red trim. Their opponents tonight, the Raiders of Rose State, will be wearing their white uniforms trimmed in navy blue and gold. We are set. The players are set. The 2000 National Championship is underway, and the ball belongs to the Lions of Dundalk. Up top with the basketball, Chase orchestrates the offense towards the east end of the Mary Miller Gym. He pulls up, shoots, and scores. Anthony Chase with a quick 3 points right off the get-go, Bob Kay.
Last night he started the game by driving down the middle and dishing off Price. This time he fires in a 25-footer.
Rose State with the basketball. They'll work just outside the paint on the turnaround. Shot up and good by Mike Coleman. He's got his first 2 points of the ball game. Out to the left-hand side. Chase with the ball, feeds right-hand side. White pulls up free throw line, dumps back, down low to Chase. He shoots, missed, rebound on the floor, knocked around, picked up underneath. The putback by Davenport is no good. And coming out of the pile with the basketball will be Rose State. Across the midcourt stripe to the left-hand side. They give the ball across the top to Coleman. Right-hand side, a 3 on the way by McCleary. His shot no good. And the rebound by Dundalk. to the left-hand side of the forecourt. E.T. Jackson, he'll go coast to coast, layup no good, and the rebound by McCleary for Rose State. On the outlet, left-hand side, Pearson, his three ball in the air, good!
Pearson, we know, can shoot if he gets his feet under him and squares up.
Out on the cross court, Dundalk with the ball right-hand side. Double team coverage, they give to White. Chase, left-hand side. Jackson on the baseline drives, pulls up, shoots, missed it. Rebound by Jackson. Put back, stripped away, and we've got a traveling call inside. 18:29 to play here in the first half. 5-3, the Rose State lead.
Well, they called that a traveling call. It looked like it could have been a jump ball on the rebound. 2 or 3 guys had a hold of the ball. I think 2 of them let go and just left him to run loose.
Well, the traveling was actually on Rose State. Dundalk inbounds on the baseline. Jackson throws it up, missed it, and we've got a rebounding foul.
It's going to be interesting to see if they call this on Davenport for coming down on top. No, he got pushed out of the way.
The foul is going to be on Coleman. That'll be his first, the first against the Raiders.
Interesting here, Dundalk is going to line up in the old stack inbound play, and nobody defended them. They just went into the 2-3 zone.
The inbound all the way up top. They'll work to White, top of the key. Bounce pass left side. Chase, three-pointer in and out, no good. Rebound tapped around and finally picked up by Rose State. Pearson on the board. Brings it up across the midcourt stripe to the left-hand side. Looks down low. Has to come back up top. Coleman inside. Ogilvie on the drive. Has the ball knocked loose. It goes out of play and belongs to Dundalk.
We talked about in the last game that Danville had a player from St. John, Antigua. Well, the Ogilvie on the floor for Rose is from England, Hertford, England. So we got a couple of foreigners in the tournament.
17:55 to play here in the first half. Dundalk with the ball. White will shoot the three. This one is off the front of the rim, no good. White gets his own rebound. On the delivery, he's going to be called for the charge. Great White will pick up his first foul. It'll be the first against the Lions.
Well, Great White did something that the Rose shooter didn't do a little while ago, and that's he followed his own shot. He followed it so hard he got the offensive foul, but you'd like to see the guy take the long shot and then follow it up in case he can get the rebound.
Down the middle of the floor, McCleary brings it across the green stripe at midcourt. On the dish to the left-hand side, Pearson. Pearson out on the baseline, brings it upstairs. Ogilvie with a three. His is short. Rebound underneath. No rebound necessary. The ball goes out of bounds on the missed offensive opportunity.
I'm not too sure that Ogilvie at about 6'7" wasn't a little out of his shooting range right there as he fired a long one from behind the top of the key. He's shaking his head no as he stands down under the defensive basket.
Well, they're reversing now one of the fouls. They're saying the foul was on Davenport earlier for Dundalk, not White. Meanwhile, with the three on the way, E.T. Jackson missed it off the back of the rim, and the rebound by Rose State. McCleary will clear down the right-hand side of the forecourt. Pushes it to the top of the key. Right side, Pearson, three ball on the way, and he missed it off the back of the rim. Underneath, Ogilvie with the board. Lost the handle on it, now fighting to pick it up. Does so, but throws it into the crowd, and it'll come back to Dundalk on the turnover.
And the captain of the Danville High basketball team in 1951, Gene Michelson, who coached 35 years at Jefferson High School in Los Angeles, just caught that ball sitting over in the stands. He had good hands, 35, well, let's see, 51, 49 years ago he had good hands.
5-3, the lead by Rose State. 17-10 left to go here in the first half. Dundalk in the backcourt with the basketball. Chase across the green stripe at midcourt to the right-hand side. Works it on to White, and he lost the ball off his foot and out of bounds. The second Dundalk turnover.
Well, Jackson's coming back in the game. E.T. was out a minute. He's that 6'1" guard. Last night had 35 points. I think the Dundalk coach wanted to talk to him a little bit.
McCleary across the midcourt stripe. Dribbles off to the left-hand side. Goes to Ogilvie in the paint. Back out it comes to Pearson. His three ball is off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound picked up underneath by Lang. His putback, no good. This time clearing the board will be Dundalk. Jackson across the midcourt stripe on the bounce pass down low. They work at the shot, no good, but James Bowen was fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot two.
Scott, the reason I said I think the coach from Dundalk, Beasley, wanted to talk to him, I don't know if you noticed, but about before they took him out, about 2 plays when Dundalk missed one shot and got a foul down here, he was very slow coming down the floor on defense. I think he was mad about something, and I think Beasley wanted to talk to him and get him a little more pepped up in the game.
Bowen's first free throw is no good. He's got a second one. 5-3, Rose State leads. 16:38 left to go here in the first half. Second free throw is good, and Bowen pulls his team within one. McCleary. And as he enters the forecourt, he'll work against Chase to the top of the key. Dishes upstairs, Ogilvie, left-hand side. Works to Lang. Lang on the dribble. Across the top of the arc, rolls towards the baseline. Out on the right-hand side, brings it upstairs. Ogilvie takes a step, shoots from the free throw line, missed it in the rebound by E.T. Jackson. He'll bring it across midcourt. He'll bring it up the floor, coast to coast, and the layup is no good, but he's fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot two.
Last time down the floor, he got back much more quickly, and laid it up. This time he rebounded at the defensive end, missed the drive in at this end. I don't know whether Coach Beasley did pep him up, but he came back in with a little more fire.
At the line now, Jackson with a chance to tie, and he missed it off the front of the rim. So he'll get a second opportunity.
I think both teams are a little tight right now, Scott.
Yes, they are. Second free throw. This one is up. It is no good off the back of the rim, and the rebound by Pearson for the white-clad Raiders of Rose State. This time, McCleary will face some full court pressure. He gets it to Ogilvie in the middle to Pearson. Pearson pulls up, shoots, in and out, won't go. Rebound on the floor, tapped away, and coming out of the pile with it is going to be Jackson. On the full court bounce pass, he throws it away. Third turnover by the Lions of Dundalk.
That might have been a tournament record for the longest bounce pass completed. He threw it from out of the back court, maybe 10 feet in the back court. If the guy who caught it, he'd have been shooting a layup.
15:50 left to go in the first half. 5-4. The advantage belongs to Rose State. McCleary up top. Kicks off right-hand side. They get it into the hands of Lang. Lang between the rounds. Dishes off Pearson. Right side. McCleary. Back up top, Pearson. Pearson face-to-face with Bowen. Brings it back. Ogilvie. Now down low on the right-hand baseline. Lang. He'll shoot the 18-footer. This one is short. Rebound inside. Ogilvie. Put back. No good, but he's fouled. And off to the charity stripe. He goes for two.
Garrett for Dundalk and Ogilvie, Ogilvie, they were having a pretty good pushing match as they were trying to set up their offense down there. The referees may be watching that under the basket. They were really wrestling for space.
And the first free throw is good by Ogilvie.
Every substitute that comes in got to put his shirt tail in. When these guys go and sit on the bench, do they take them out? Is that how they get out? Because they all come in tucking them in.
Well, I'll tell you what happens when they're walking off the floor, Bob. They grab the bottom of their shirt and wipe their faces off with them.
Oh, you're exactly right.
Both free throws are good. 7-4, the three-point lead for the Raiders of Rose State. White directly in front of us with the spin move. Dr. Mills thought he traveled instead. Chase will throw it away. Up the floor, McCleary one-on-one, and he missed the layup. Rebound put back by Lang, and a foul is going to be called. He missed the shot. He'll go to the line to shoot two. 4 turnovers by the Lions of Dundalk. And off to the charity stripe will go Rose State with an opportunity to add to their three-point lead with 15:05 left to play here in the first.
That's what we were talking to John Spezia about this morning during the morning coaches program. Missing a lot of putbacks and easy drive-ins. I think these players are just afraid they're going to get blocked from behind and they shoot a little too quickly.
Next free throw is good by Derek Lang. He got one of the two, and it's an 8-4, 4-point Raider lead. Dundalk with the basketball across the timeline. They work to White. White double team, needs to get rid of it, and he does. On the right-hand side to Chase. Chase pulls up, shoots, up the glass and good, and Chase with his 5th point.
It was a tough shot. He had to bank it while he was on the move right to left.
Across the midcourt stripe, over to the right-hand side, Rose State will work. They go to Lang, top of the key, Ogilvie, left-hand side. Now the give to McCleary. McCleary trying to make things happen. Dribbles right, gives to Pearson. Pearson almost lost the handle, dumps to Lang. Down low, Ogilvie, back out Lang. Three-pointer on the way, and it's no good. Rebound by White. Dundalk will push towards the east side of the Mary Miller Gymnasium. To the top of the key. He's going to stop inside the paint. Feeds to E.T. Jackson. He'll pull up free throw line. Shoots and scores.
Boy, Rose State has definitely got the shots at the offensive end they want. They have really got good looks at the basket and good 15 to 18 footers, just not falling in.
14 minutes to play here in the first half. We're tied at 8. McCleary on the feed inside, picked away. Dundalk up the floor, on the lead to Jackson. One-on-one, and the layup is good. They score on the second Rose State turnover. Jackson with 4, and Dr. Mills wants a timeout. 13:49 left to play here in this first half. 10-8. The Lions of Dundalk with a lead. It's a 30. We'll keep it here, Bob Kay.
Yes, we will, and it's a little surprising. They came out to start the game. Chase hit about a 22-footer to start the game. Rose State went right back down in a fast break, got a basket, and I thought, boy, these two teams are going to come in loose. They're going to play loose and free. Well, now we're into 6.5 minutes in the game. It's 10-8. Both teams have been a little tight. There's only been 6 turnovers in the game, Scott, but they're just a little tendy. But what really shows me that they're off a little is their shooting. Pearson's a pretty good shooter. Also, Jackson's missed from out, missed once. They're just a little bit off, I think a little bit tight. Now we're going to see Dundalk go into the full court press. When they did that last night, it turned out a lot of turnovers.
Rose State in the backcourt. McCleary off to the left-hand side. Pearson is going to be double-teamed. Instead, they feed it down floor, and it's going to be picked off. And a foul is going to be called. Jackie Garrett picked off the quick full-court pass, and a foul is going to be called against Duncan Ogilvie. That'll be his second, the team's fourth, and the third Rose State turnover.
Well, Pearson had the right idea, a full-court pass, but he did the two-hand over the head. He got some velocity on it, but it was so long it let Dundalk cover the gap. It's like the free fielder out there in football.
Underneath Garrett, all alone, off the launching pad, and he gets the dunk. He's got his first 2 points of the ball game, and it's a 12-8 4-point lead for Dundalk.
I guess that guy's the free safety. That's the center fielder in baseball and the free safety in football.
Out to the right side, Rose State with the ball. They give Armstrong top of the key. He'll work to Lang. Lang across the perimeter to Pearson. It's going to be picked off. E.T. up the floor, one-on-one. He'll drive, shoot, scores. 4 turnovers by the Raiders of Rose State. Jackson with 6 points. A 6-point Lion lead. 12:53 left to go here in the first half. McCleary out on the right-hand side with the Rose State ball. Leaves it down low, trying to get it to Coleman. Coleman fires out in the corner. Pearson from 3. Count it.
Well, until he made that, it had been a 10-point run by Dundalk. It was 8-4, and it went to 14-8.
Dundalk wastes no time getting up the floor. Chase on the cross court. Gives the ball deep into the corner. Jackson, jumper, good from 17 feet out.
I'd like to see Jackson and Hart in the last game play a game of horse.
Oh, my.
Hart might get him out of his range. Jackson's pretty good from about 15 feet in.
Rose State ball right-hand side. Lang delivers across the top to Armstrong. Armstrong at the free throw line. Hands it off to McCleary. McCleary toe-to-toe with Chase. Dishes off right-hand side. Pearson with the ball, working against Bowen. Now Chase will pick him up. Pearson will take it into the paint. Pulls up, shoots. Missed it. Rebound inside. Coleman put back, no good, but he's fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Boy, Pearson got hit so hard that time he was driving down the left side of the lane, and he's a big guy, looks like a defensive back. He got moved about 3 feet to the left, and the whole bench down here to our right called foul. No foul there, but the foul was on the rebound.
11:59 to play in the first half. 16-11, the 5-point Dundalk lead. Coleman trying to cut into that. First free throw on the way, and it's good. Coleman with his 3rd point of the game. Pearson with 6, Ogilvie 2, and Lang with 1. Pearson will now come out of the lineup. Checking in his place for Dr. Mills will be Robert Johnson.
Boy, he went right by us right here. I'd hate to think that big guy could get hit hard enough to be moved over about 3 feet. He's a man.
Second free throw good, and Coleman's got 4 points. 16-13, the 3-point Dundalk lead. In the backcourt, Bowen will give the ball to Chase. Chase across the middle of the floor to the left-hand side. Almost lost the handle. He's triple teamed up top. He'll take it to the baseline, dumps inside. Garrett has the ball knocked out of his hands, out of bounds. It'll belong to the Lions underneath their own cage.
I'm not too sure that time down the floor that Chase wasn't guarded by all 5 guys from Rose at one time or another.
Bowen gets the inbound all the way up top. Dribbles in between the circles. Kicks it back right-hand side. Chase on the lob inside. Sanders back out top. They go from E.T. to the top. Bowen. He'll fire a three. This one short off the front of the rim. Garrett going after the rebound. Saves it, but right into the hands of Lang for Rose State. To the left-hand side of the forecourt, McCleary. McCleary out beyond the perimeter. Brings it all the way near the center court circle. Lang with the basketball. Rose State down by 3. 11:18 left to play in a moving clock here in the first half. Here's a three to tie. In and out it won't go, and we've got a rebounding foul. And this is going to be a double foul on Garrett and Armstrong. So Armstrong will pick up his first, the 5th against the Raiders. Garrett will pick up his second, the 4th against the Lions.
Boy, you don't see that. We've seen a zillion games this year, Scott. You don't see a double foul very often at all, but on a rebound, that's really, I mean, they were both going toward the basket. It wasn't under the basket.
And on the jump ball possession arrow, the ball will belong to Rose State. Underneath their own, and the inbound comes all the way up top to Wally Cole. Cole gives the ball to Lang. Lang, right-hand side, Johnson. Lang, McCleary, inside Johnson. Kicks outside, and he overthrew the intended receiver, Lang, and out of bounds. An unforced error, and that is their 5th turnover of the ball game.
Again, Gene Michelson caught the ball over there. That's twice. That's more times than he touched it sometimes in 1951, the whole game.
Can't believe he hadn't been tempted to shoot yet.
Well, he did in 51, I'll tell you that.
Dundalk down the left-hand side of the floor. And out of bounds, an unforced error, and that is their 5th turnover of the ball game.
Again, Gene Michelson caught the ball over there. That's twice. That's more times than he touched it sometimes in 1951, the whole game.
Can't believe he hadn't been tempted to shoot yet.
Well, he did in 51, I'll tell you that.
Dundalk down the left-hand side of the floor. Jackson leans in, shoots, missed it. He's going to the line to shoot 2. This foul is going to be courtesy Rose State's Doug Armstrong. That's his 2nd and the team's 6th.
That time, Jackson, who is much smaller, he's 6'1" at 170. He got hit and kind of knocked aside, much like Pearson did, but he's not nearly as big physically.
10:54 left to play here in the first half. 16-13. The advantage belongs to Dundalk. And at the line, E.T.'s got an opportunity to dial home and pick up a couple of more. First one on the way is no good.
Dr. Tom Mills talking to this official right in front of us. I'll bet they're not talking about where they're going to have supper after the game. That was a discussion on pushing and shoving under the basket.
Second free throw by Jackson is good. He's got 9 points. 17-13. The Dundalk 4-point lead. Rose State in the backcourt. Lang on the cross court. McCleary. McCleary kicks off Lang. Lang to the top of the key. Now feeds down low. Back up top it comes to Lang around the perimeter. McCleary wide open right-hand side. Coleman leans, shoots, scores, and he's going to be fouled. The hoop and the harm, and he's up to the line to try to add an old-fashioned 3-point play. The foul is going to be on Sean Glasgow. That'll be his first and the team's 5th. Coleman with his 6th point of the ball game. Trying to make it number 7. It is good, and Rose State pulls within 1. 10:33 left to go here in the first half. Chase yet to cross the line, now does so on a pass to Bowen. Bowen will work it back to Chase. Chase on the right-hand side, feeds inside. It's going to be picked off by Lang. Lang read that feed inside to Sanders perfectly and stole it. Gives to McCleary. Up top, they work it to Coleman. 5 Dundalk turnovers. Coleman shot blocked away, and Glasgow's going to come up with a board. Left-hand side. E.T. into the forecourt, pulls up, shoots, in and out, doesn't fall. Glasgow with the rebound, put back is no good. Rebound fought for it inside. The ball on the floor is picked up by E.T. He'll work it up top, Chase. He'll shoot the 3-ball. It is good. Chase with 8, 20-16, the 4-point Dundalk lead. 9:44 to play in this first 20-minute stanza. Out to the left side, McCleary. Nice feed, down low, inside, stripped away by Glasgow. Glasgow up the floor, left-hand side of the forecourt, Jackson. On the bounce pass down low, Chase. Quick look, inside, Glasgow, layup, good.
Glasgow used the left hand on that one, got the left hand layup. Tough shot.
22-16, the 6-point lead by the Lions. McCleary with the Rose State basketball. Almost overthrew the intended receiver, but coming up with it is Lang. Lang will drive to the left, pulls up 17-footer, missed it off the front of the rim, and we've got an over-the-back ball. This is going to be on Coleman.
Scott, one of the things that a little change in the game from last night that might be the good guard play of Dundalk. McCleary hasn't scored yet in this game, and for Rose State, and last night he was a pretty good scorer for him, and in the tournament he's been a good scorer.
Coleman with 7, Pearson with 6, Ogilvie 2, and Lang with 1. That's the Raiders scoring for Dundalk. Jackson with 9, Chase with 8, Bowen 1, Garrett 2, and Glasgow 2. Glasgow will try to add to that here at the charity strike. Front end of the 1-and-1. And this one is up. It is no good. And Rose State with the rebound. Boy, Dundalk didn't have anybody at the line.
Had 3 guys behind the 10-second line and 1 guy right back by it.
On the cross court for Rose State, Rashad Sullivan now in the lineup for Dr. Mills. They work in the corner. Johnson 3 off the side of the rim and doesn't fall. Rebound picked up top by E.T. To the right-hand side for Dundalk. He'll drive, throws it up, no good. He's called for the charge. E.T. Jackson is going to be called for the charge. That'll be his first and the team's 6th. And there was some extra contact after the play. Whether it was intentional or not is unknown, but Sullivan takes another pop to the cheek, and he and Jackson are going to shake hands out top, and Jackson tells him it was totally unintentional.
I really think it was. He got up so high and on the drive, I think they just kind of banged together, and then he hit him coming down. I think Jackson was looking for a place to land, too.
Rose State in the forecourt. Pearson, left-hand side, shoots 20 feet out, missed it. Rebound underneath by Sanders, and a jump ball. The call is a nice defensive effort by Lang to get a hand in on the basketball. Possession arrow is going to give it back to the red-clad Lions. 8:34 left to play here in the first half. Dundalk up by 6. On the cross court in the backcourt, Dundalk gives the ball to Bowen. Bowen, left-hand side, Chase. Chase makes it happen in the paint, feeds up top. Bowen, he'll shoot a 3. In and out, it won't go on the rebound. Picked up by Sullivan. Rose State now in the opposite direction, heading towards the west end of the Mary Miller Gymnasium. Across the arc, he looks for help. Comes upstairs in the attic. Dishes to Lang. Pearson down low in the corner. A jumper on the way. Won't fall for Cole, and the rebound picked up by Rose State. Lang with the basketball way outside. And again, we go around the perimeter, this time to Johnson in the left-hand corner. He'll stop, fake, feeds underneath. Jackson with the steal. Dundalk will push up the floor. They try to throw it into traffic. Chase batted it away. Sanders came up with it. 9, make that 8 Rose State turnovers. And Dundalk will try to capitalize on a 3 from Chase. Way off the mark and out of bounds it goes. And the ball will belong to Rose State with 7:34 left to play here in the first half and a 22-16 6-point Dundalk lead. Timeout's going to be called. It's a full. We'll take it. 7:34 to play in this first half, and the Lions lead by 6. You're listening to the National Junior College Athletic Association Division II Men's Basketball National Tournament Network. The advantage to the Lions of Dundalk. Chase with 8, Jackson with 9, Bowen with 1, Garrett with 2, Glasgow with 2. For the Raiders, Lang with 1, Ogilvie 2, Pearson 6, and Coleman with 7. Up the floor works Rose State. Cole with the basketball out beyond the perimeter. He kicks right-hand side, Sullivan. Now to Lang. Lang will bring it up top. Pearson, left-hand side, Sullivan. Sullivan face-to-face with Chase. Now dribbles him to the left-hand side. Stops and kicks upstairs. Lang, shot clock at 11. Johnson in the corner to Sullivan. Upstairs, Cole. Pearson. Pearson's going to drive into the paint. Stops, plants. He's fouled from behind. That foul is going to be on Dundalk's Demetrius Harris. That is his first. The 7th against the Lions, and both teams are now in the bonus.
Well, I would have thought that foul might have been on Glasgow from behind, but I guess I didn't have a very good view on it. But Pearson, they were really moving the clock down, and Coach Tom Mills is about to lose his voice, and he's been ill, and he was hollering shoot, but his voice is gone. I don't think anybody can hear him.
Pearson's first free throw is good. He's got 7 points. He's going to have to get a designated yeller.
Get a sign. Hold up signs.
Second free throw on the way now for Derek Pearson. This one is up, and it is good. He's got 8 points. 22-18, the 4-point Lion lead. On the cross-court feed, Dundalk with the basketball across the midcourt stripe. On the bounce pass, they work to Chase. Chase in the middle. Quick, no look underneath, and he threw it right away. Picking it up is Cole. Cole down the floor to the right-hand side for Dundalk, their 8th turnover of the ball game. Pearson, left-hand corner. On the cross-court, Johnson. Johnson takes it into the paint, pulls up, pops, and scores.
Got the friendly bounce, came across right to left, right at the free throw line, got the bounce in the basket.
22-20, the Dundalk lead, cut to 2. Into the forecourt come the Lions. Chase double-teamed up top, gives to White. White doesn't see Glasgow wide open. Instead, Jackson will shoot. He missed it. Rebound picked up by Davenport. Davenport fires it back up top, E.T. Now to Chase. Chase turns, shoots, scores off the run. He's got 10.
The shot was lucky to go in. On the run and 2 guys on top of him.
Lions lead by 4. On the cross court, left-hand side. They work the ball. Lang up top. Rose State gives. Johnson, top of the key. Sullivan. Lang looking inside for Cole. He's double-teamed. Back to Lang. He'll shoot the 3. This one is good. Lang with his 4th point of the ball game. 24-23. The Dundalk lead cut to 1. Into the forecourt they come. Off to the left-hand side. White with the basketball. Will dribble out of trouble, and he's going to be fouled. This foul will come on Rashad Sullivan. That'll be his first and the team's 8th. 5:31 and a couple of substitutes. Again, Dundalk will put only 1 player in the free throw lane. 3 others will all drop back into the defensive backcourt. First free throw by White is up, and it is good. Great White with his first point of the night for Don Beasley's Lions. Second one now on the way. This one is up, and it is good. He got them both. He's got his first 2 points.
Well, there was a little discussion along here, and I got the earphones off and listened. The referee was unhappy that the assistant coach from Rose State was off the bench. Head coach can be up. Assistant coach has got to be down.
3-point Lion lead to the left-hand side. Rose State will work the ball. Off to the right, they give into the hands of Woods. Woods across the top. Pearson, left-hand side. Holding the ball is Sullivan. Now Pearson. Pearson between the circles to the left side, Sullivan. 26-23, Rose State trails. 5:08 left to play here in the first half. A 3 on the way for the tie, and it's no good. Rebound by Pearson. The putback on the way, and it's good. Pearson with 10. 26-25. Dundalk's lead at 1. Into the forecourt they come, and we've got a foul. This is going to be against Osric Woods. That's his first, and it is the 9th Raider foul. Coming up at halftime, we'll recap the first 17 games of this national tournament. Angela Yost, one of our great color commentators, along with Bob Kay. Bill Yakel also helped us throughout the week on broadcast. The 3 of you did an absolutely superb job. It's been an absolute joy to work great basketball games with the 3 of you, and Angela and Bob are going to rehash the tournament here coming up at halftime.
The highlights, the lowlights, and all the lights in between.
First free throw is good. The second one on the way, it's good as well for Anthony Chase. He's got 12 points for Dundalk, and the Lions up by 3. 4:50 left to go here in this first half. Right side, backcourt, Pearson, McCleary in the middle. They work from Woods to Pearson. Back to McCleary. McCleary will orchestrate the offense to the right-hand side. Now comes back left. Woods, right-hand side. In the corner they give. Pearson, 3 off the side of the rim. No good. Rebound inside by Davenport. Boy, he gets up in the air. On the outlet, they give to Chase. Chase across the State of Illinois emblem at midfloor. Drives into the paint. Scoop shot on the way, and it's good.
Chase has scored on that drive-in 2 or 3 times, and it barely gets the ball over the front rim. It's amazing how it goes in.
And Dr. Mills wants a timeout. It's a 30-25. The 5-point advantage belongs to the Lions. 4:11 left to play here in this first half.
Dr. Mills is not happy at all because they're letting Chase get in underneath on the drive-in. Scott, we've heard some interesting quotes, and we heard an umpire out in Cooperstown say what? The assistant coach from Rose State said, I used to be a referee and I didn't have rough ears like you. And the referee said right in front of me, said, tonight you're not the referee and I am. You just sit there.
Well, it's been a week of great quotes, and we certainly can't use them all. But one of my favorites came on the opening night, the tip-off banquet, when Bill Yeager was going around the crowd and he was asking people, you know, what it took to get to the tournament, and people were talking about wins in the region tournament and district championships, and he got to one player and asked him, what did it take you to get to this tournament? And the kid said, 2 planes and a bus. I knew then we were in for a great week. Rose State with the ball. They'll work up top after the timeout. A 3 by McCleary is off the mark, and the rebound inside. Picked up by the Lions. White, Chase, up the floor, he throws it away.
One thing about it, Rose is not getting any second shots right at the present time down under the basket. They're going to put a little more height back in as Ogilvie goes back into the ball game. But they're getting one shot and out down there on the offensive end in the last 3 or 4 minutes.
And some pressure will be applied by the Lions. Pearson with the Rose State basketball. Backcourt, kicks across to the left-hand side of the forecourt. Woods is going to drive to the top of the key. Gives to Pearson, inside Wood. Back outside it comes. Ogilvie to Pearson, and the ball was almost stripped away. And E.T. is going to be whistled for his second personal foul up top. That was a situation where Pearson really created the foul by going .27. The advantage belongs to the Lions of Dundalk. Off to the left-hand side. The Lions up the floor after the free throws by Rose State. They'll kick upstairs. Jackson on the bounce pass right-hand side. Gives it to White. White on the drive. Wide open, and he got the layup. 4 points for White.
Great lateral speed and movement that time as he bounced one bounce right and went right down the middle.
3:05 to play here in this first half of basketball. A 5-point Lion lead. Rose State with the ball trying to cut into it. Almost had the ball picked off. Instead, Rose State will kick to Pearson. He missed the shot. He follows in on his shot, but this time he's going to commit a violation in doing so.
Followed his shot, got the long rebound, but got it going over the shoulder of one of the players from Dundalk.
And we'll walk down now and shoot 2 as the Lions are in the double bonus, courtesy of the 10th foul against the Raiders of Rose State.
Pearson's second foul.
First free throw is up and good for Chase. Chase with his 15th point of the ball game.
Again, Dundalk now they're going to move a couple of guys up. They had just one guy along the lane.
Second free throw for Chase. 33-27, the lead at 6 points for the Lions. Second one on the way. It's good. That 7-point lead is the largest of the night, Bob Kay.
Yes, it is, and it's going to come just before the halftime, and Rose is going to want to cut that down a little bit, go into halftime lead, or go into halftime with not such a big deficit.
Left-hand side, Johnson missed the shot. Rebound by the Lions. 2:43 to go here in the first half. 34-27. Advantage Dundalk. Here's a three by Chase. It is in and out. No good. Rebound put back by Davenport.
Man, his elbows were higher than the rim, let alone his hands.
Down the floor, Ogilvie with the ball. To the left-hand side. He stops, kicks it back across the top for Rose State. They give to Johnson. Johnson has the pocket pick. Loose ball on the floor. Chase comes away with it. Up the floor he feeds. Bowen stops, shoots, scores. Bowen with his third point of the ball game. Rose State has turned the ball over 10 times, and that's more than Dr. Mills can stomach at this point. 2:06 left to go in the first half. 38-27. The 11-point lead belongs to Dundalk. You're listening to the NJCAA Division II Men's Basketball National Tournament Network. After the timeout, Rose State tried to push it inside, but a missed opportunity, and down the floor comes Bowen for Dundalk. He missed the shot, the tip no good. Ball loose, inside, rolls out of play, and it belongs to the Lions.
Last 2 or 3 minutes, the Lions have gotten much more aggressive on the boards, too. After the slam dunk on the rebound, they're hitting the boards much harder, and Rose is really getting out-rebounded.
Up top with the ball, Dundalk holds. 1:35 left to go here in this first half. 38-27. The Lions with an 11-point lead between the circles. Chase with the ball. Kicks off right-hand side, Bowen. Bowen back up top, Chase. Chase to the right. Stops, shoots the three, and it is no good off the side of the rim. Rebound on the outlet. Rose will push it up the floor. Across the right-hand side. Ogilvie with the basketball. To the left-hand side. Out beyond the arc they work. Johnson drives, baseline, stops, pops, missed it off the side of the rim. Rebound, put back, underneath, and a foul is going to be called as Oliver Vaught tried to go back up with the putback.
Oliver Vaught comes in the ball game at 6'10". They're trying to get more height, and they've got both he and Ogilvie in the game at the same time to try to get some rebounding power in there.
So Vaught will be at the line with the first half clock in the red. 55 seconds left to play in this first 20-minute stanza. The first free throw by Vaught is good.
I'm sure Rose would like to go in with less than a double-digit deficit. They've cut it to 10 and missed the free throw.
Down the floor come the Lions of Dundalk, leading by 10, 38-28. Bowen, double teamed up top, goes to Chase. Chase dribbles off to the left-hand side, in the paint, throws it up one-handed, missed it, rebound, controlled by Davenport, layup, good. Davenport with 4. 40-28. Dundalk out on top, 30 seconds to go here in the first half. Rose State basketball to the middle of the floor. Left-hand side they work, down low on the baseline. With the drive, they throw it away. Chase will have the basketball, and Coach Beasley wants to play for one. Up top, Chase. Shot clock and game clock at 10. Chase rolls to the left-hand side, pulls up. He's going to be fouled from behind, and he'll get to shoot 2 free throws. That foul is going to be on Robert Johnson. That's his first.
Chase is extremely quick, and he's very quick off the first step.
16 points for Chase. He's looking for number 17. 6 seconds left to go in the half. The first free throw, no good.
Again, Dundalk has no one along the free throw line. Rose has all 5 of their players along the lanes.
Well, Bob Kay, we've got a couple of possible records to talk about here at halftime as well.
Okay, we'll let Angie talk about that.
Second free throw is good. Chase with 17 points. Not only did Jesse Hart from Platte set a national tournament record for most threes in a game, he also set a new national tournament scoring record with 108 points in the tournament. However, Anthony Chase needs 24 in this game to tie that record. 3 seconds to go. At the buzzer, the shot, no good. The rebound, incomplete. And this first half is over, where the Community College of Baltimore County Dundalk leads Rose State College 41-28. Let's take a 2-minute break. You're listening to the National Junior College Athletic Association Division II Men's Basketball National Tournament Network.
NCAA tournament. These are final scores. Gonzaga 82, St. John's 76, and UCLA defeated Maryland 102-71.
We'll start the second half with the basketball. Now going to the east side of the Mary Miller Gymnasium. Off to the left hand, they work the ball to Lang. Mary Miller Gymnasium. Off to the left hand, they work the ball to Lang. Lang across the top of the key. Rolls to the right hand side, dumps it off Pearson. Pearson in the corner. McCleary with a 3. It is short. Rebound underneath Ogilvie. Put back on the way, and it's good.
Came out with a little intensity. They ran the weave, got a good shot, and then the rebound. Boy, they came out with like a little fire at him, and they may get a steal. No, they didn't.
Almost. Coleman had it slip in and out of his hand and out of bounds. It's going to come back to Dundalk over on the left-hand side of the forecourt. Chase throws it over on the right-hand side. Jackson on the cross-court. Chase quickly left-hand side. White out beyond the perimeter. Drives to the baseline. Stops. He's double-teamed. He kicks to Chase. Lobs it up top. E.T. top of the key. No look underneath. Wide open. Glasgow missed the layup and the rebound by Coleman. And boy, Don Beasley is fired up, and he grabbed Jackie Garrett to get him in the lineup quick as possible. Inside, Rose State works to Ogilvie, turns, shoots, missed it, rebound, tip, no good. This time the board by Glasgow, and they'll kick it out to the right-hand side. Chase to Jackson. Jackson, 12-footer, too hard, rebound underneath, picked up by Davenport. He'll fire up top. White for 3. This one is good.
Boy, Rose has come out with high intensity at both ends of the floor. And that time, Dundalk really got the rebound basket they needed to keep a little momentum.
Lang, Ogilvie up top in between the circles, goes left-hand side. They'll work the ball to Pearson. Pearson down to the baseline. Now they fire it upstairs. Lang will take it into the paint. Scoop shot on the way, no good. Rebound picked up inside by the Lions. On the outlet they give. White across the midcourt stripe. On the give, in the corner, Jackson. Jackson's going to juke to the baseline, and a foul is going to be called. Jackson created that foul on Mike Coleman just because of his juke move to the bucket.
Well, Jackson might get a pushing off, charging foul on that, but I guess he didn't have his feet set, but that was close.
44-30, the advantage. Dundalk on the inbound. Davenport who turns, shoots, scores. Davenport with his 6th point in the ball game. 46-30, the 16-point lead for the Lions. Outside with the basketball. Pearson rolls left-hand side, gives the ball Ogilvie. Ogilvie, left-hand side, on the cross court from Lang to Pearson. Up top, Ogilvie, into the paint, stops, drives and scores. Ogilvie with his 6th point. 46-32, up the floor, Chase, lost the handle on the ball. It was almost picked up, but they throw it to Garrett. Garrett will throw it away to Ogilvie, and Ogilvie's going to wait for everybody to clear before dishing off to Coleman. Coleman to McCleary. Left-hand side, Lang. He'll shoot a 3 ball. This one is no good. In and out, rebound Ogilvie. Layup left-hander is good. 8 points for Ogilvie. Left-hand side, E.T. on the move. 16-footer in and out, doesn't fall. Fighting for the rebound. Coleman will win the battle. On the outlet, they give the basketball to McCleary. McCleary across the timeline, right-hand side. Lang, drive, shoots, missed it, but he's going to be fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot two.
Would you say Rose put a little more pressure on him this half?
Much more impressive here in the early go of the second half. Hey, speaking of impressive, Bob Kay, how about that little halftime routine there? The cleanest show in town, sweeping up the floor.
And old first baseman Martin Jimson out there. He's still got some shake and bake moves out there.
There's a group of people that got jiggy with it. By the way, they were all decked out in tuxes, and those tuxes were courtesy of Knight Brothers here in Danville.
Well, and Brock Glenn, who I was on the Danville school board with, he looked like he had a broken wing. He had one arm in a cast out there.
I wondered if that happened during rehearsal.
It could be.
He broke right, and the arm broke left. Second free throw is good. Lang got them both. He's got 6 points. 46-36. The lead has been cut from 16 to 10. Dundalk with the ball and the advantage. Bowen in the backcourt. Hasn't yet got across the midcourt stripe. Now he does. Almost threw it away. It's loose on the floor. Coming out of the pile with it is going to be White. And White is going to be whistled for the travel. That is the second Dundalk turnover here in the second half. The 11th for the contest. Now Jackson's going to come into the lineup in place of Bowen. Boy, that is one sideline you hate to go to after you've made a mistake, isn't it?
Ooh, I think so. He wasn't looking forward to that.
Rose State with the ball. Ogilvie out on the left-hand side. On the cross court, they work to McCleary. Back to the left side, Lang. Down in the paint. Coleman outside. The three-pointer on the way. It is no good for McCleary. Rebound by Lang. McCleary on the baseline. Goes up. Shoots. Missed it. And the rebound by Sanders for Dundalk.
Well, they had 2 shots at point blank and missed them that time.
White with the ball. Feeds down low on the baseline. Davenport. Leaner good. He's got his 8th point of the contest.
4-point swing around there. They missed 2 layups, and the other team scored.
48-36. The Dundalk lead. 16:20 to go in the championship. Down low, Coleman. Up top, Lang. Lang beyond the perimeter. Fires it upstairs. Ogilvie down in the paint. Back outside. A 3 on the way. It is short off the front of the rim, and the rebound by Davenport for Dundalk. He'll give to E.T. E.T. tried to leave it for Davenport. It's loose on the floor. Davenport had it. Now a foul is going to be called, and this is going to be on Rose State. He tried to leave it for Davenport to pick up, but Davenport had already passed where the ball went. Then in the melee, a foul was whistled against Rose State. This one will be on McCleary. That's his first, and the team's second in the second half.
E.T. Jackson that time on the fast break. You're right, Scott. He outran the ball. He was going faster than the ball, so he just dribbled up the last dribble behind him, but they couldn't do much with it.
Outside, the 3 by White. It is good! Drake White with his 10th point of the ball game.
Drake White has really played better tonight than I've seen him in a couple of other games. He's been good, but tonight he's really helped him out.
15-point lead for Dundalk. Out to the right-hand side. Rose State will work across the top to Pearson. Pearson now orchestrates the offense. Left-hand side. Gives to Lang. Lang down low. Ogilvie on the baseline. Double team. Turn. Shoots. Missed it. Rebound. Ogilvie. Put back on the way, and it is good.
Ogilvie's got a little more intensity this second half, but oh my goodness.
Big collision at midcourt. Chase with the ball. He traveled.
And not only did Davenport, was there a collision after they hit, he just body shoved him away, pushed him away and down on the floor. They hit, and then he pushed him away to keep from hitting him hard.
When it was all said and done, a turnover by Dundalk, the 3rd here of the second half. Their 12th of the ball game. Out beyond the arc, Rose State with the basketball. They trail 51-38. Here's a 3 in the corner, no good. Rebound by E.T. and a foul's going to be called on Derek Lang. That'll be his first, the team's 3rd. And with 15:03 left to play here in the second half, the Raiders of Rose State still trail.
And once again, Rose was able to cut it down a couple of times to 10 points. And there's that big lead. We talk about a good team gets it back up.
Jackson with a 3, missed the shot, and the rebound picked up by Ogilvie for Rose State. On the outlet feed, they're going to give the ball. Down to the left-hand corner. Lang in the paint, tried to throw it up, does so, no good. Rebound, Coleman lays it up and scores. Coleman with 9.
I think Rose got away with a step and a double dribble both, and a charging foul.
Out to the left side, Jackson on the baseline for Dundalk. He tries to give it inside Davenport. He does, and we've got a whistle on the play. This is going to be while Davenport tried to go up for the shot, and the foul is going to be on Derek Pearson. That'll be his 3rd and the team's 4th.
Scott Rose has come out with so much intensity that they picked up the speed of the game, and you'd think that would be to Dundalk's favor, but they've gotten a little ragged. Both teams now are really pushing the ball up and down the floor quickly and making a few mistakes.
First free throw is no good for Davenport. He's got 8 points. White with 10, Chase with 17, Jackson with 9, Bowen with 3, Garrett with 2, and Glasgow with 2. Next one on the way is good. Davenport with 9 points. Pearson will come out of the lineup, and now Robert Johnson checks in his place for Dr. Mills' team, who is down by 12 with 14:30 to play. Right-hand side. The ball belongs to Pearson. Pearson beyond the arc, dribbles up top, gives Ogilvie. Left-hand side, they work to Lang. Lang to the right. Gives off left-hand side, Sullivan. Johnson, baseline, Ogilvie. Ogilvie in the paint, pulls up, blocked away by Davenport and into the band.
Yeah, that ball was, you could see that play developing because they were in the pick and roll out front and the revolving offense, and they were going to try to get somebody loose and get the ball into the middle, and when they did, the guy defending the middle knew it was coming.
All the way out top, they work to Ogilvie. 3 on the way, and it's good! Ogilvie with a 13-point game. Now Chase being double-teamed up top. Will work it to White. White's double-teamed over on the left-hand side. Drives in the paint. Pulls up, shoots, missed it. Rebound, fought for and picked up by Rose State. Sullivan down the right-hand side of the forecourt. Out beyond the perimeter. Sullivan takes it to the baseline. Spins, shoots, missed it. Put back on the way. Good! By Ogilvie, and he's got 15.
Cut the lead to 7, and Ogilvie scoring inside and outside both.
And now Lang is going to be whistled for the foul.
What number are you?
Correct me. Sullivan will be whistled for the foul. That'll be his second and the team's 5th.
Well, as always, got the lead down to 7, and the guy that made the foul didn't think he fouled, but I think he did. There's a pretty good collision in the center circle. 3 white shirt Rose players and 1 from Dundalk.
In the backcourt, the inbound to Chase. Chase in the paint, lost the handle on the ball. Stripped away by Rose State. In the backcourt, Johnson gives into the forecourt. Lang on the alley-oop down low. Cole off the baseline, kicks back out Lang. Lang dribbles outside the arc, lobs down low. Cole back to Lang. 3 on the way. This one is good. 9 points for Lang, and the lead has been cut to 4. Up the floor, E.T. stripped away. Sullivan down the floor. 5 Dundalk turnovers. Baseline drive, layup no good. And the rebound tapped out of play and belongs to Rose State. Rose State down by 4 with an opportunity to cut it to 1 or 2. And a timeout on the floor by Dundalk. 12:52 left to go in the national championship. And the Lion lead is cut to 4. You're listening to the National Junior College Athletic Association Division II Men's Basketball National Tournament Network. Different air about this game right now, Bob K. Rose State is cut at one time a 16-point lead down to 4, and they've got an opportunity to dive even deeper. The inbound all the way into the backcourt comes to Lang. Rose State into the forecourt. They trail 52-48, 12:45 left to go here in the second half. Off to the right side, they give the ball. Johnson wide open from 3, missed it. Rebound, left-hand side, put back on the way, no good. But Lang was fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Well, you know, at the halftime when Angie and I were kind of talking, she said exactly what they had to do, inside, outside, fire away from out, pull it out, pull the defense out, and then get underneath Ogilvie, and that's what they've been doing. Would you say, Scott, that the Raiders have raided the larder and gotten into the lead?
I'd easily say that. 10 points for Lang.
I'm not as good on words as you are. Those under the den, in the den, under the...
Now you don't have as much time on your hand as I do.
Well, that's true.
Second one on the way by Lang. This one is good as well. He's got 11 points.
The one we wanted to use, I think we got to put the dogs away for a while. We can't use those dogs yet.
52-50. Chase on the drive. Gets the bucket. He's got 19. 54-50. Rose State with the ball. Up the floor they come, down by 4. 12-20 left to play here in the game, and we've got a foul. This is going to be against Dundalk. The foul is on Great White. It'll be his second. The team's second.
He got caught between a double pick, had a guy from Rose on each side of him, and he just pushed the front man away right in front of the referee.
Left-hand side, Sullivan with the Rose State basketball. Comes inside, gives it off to Lang. Lang down low, fires it up, missed it. Rebound, front court inside, picked up by Chase. Dundalk on the run. Chase one-on-one, quick feed now to Bowen. The trailer and the layup is good.
Great pass by Chase, almost a blind pass, but he knew where that man was coming in.
56-50. Rose State trails out to the right-hand side. The white-clad Raiders ball. They go from Sullivan over into the middle, Cole, and now they give it up to Lang. Lang to Johnson. Johnson on the dribble. Dishes down deep into the corner. Sullivan on the drive. Fires back upstairs. Johnson out beyond the arc. Now works his way to the top. Gives left-hand side Sullivan, and he traveled. That is turnover number 1 of the second half for Rose State, and that was one of the big problems for the Raiders in the first half, Bob K. 12 turnovers.
Yep. And as hard as they played the second half, they've been forcing Dundalk into the turnovers, and they might right here now.
Chase gives down low, Glasgow, and he's fouled. Off to the charity stripe he goes. That foul is going to be on Wally Cole. That is his first, and the team's 6th.
Coach Don Beasley that time wanted his player to go straight up, Glasgow to go up as soon as he got it. He was unhappy with him along the baseline.
2 free throws for Glasgow. First one on the way, up and good. And Glasgow now with his 3rd point of the ball game. Garrett with 2, Bowen with 5, Jackson with 9, Davenport 9, White with 10, and Chase with 19. Next one on the way. This one is good. 4 points for Glasgow. 58-50. Rose State trails. In the backcourt, Sullivan handles the Raider ball. On the cross-court, Johnson. Sullivan down right-hand side, Cole. On the cross-court, Johnson. He eyes the 3, lets it go. It is no good off the front of the rim. The rebound by Armstrong, and we've got a foul. Dundalk was wanting an Armstrong travel ball, but Armstrong never quite had control of the basketball. They bring up Bowen for his first, and the team's 3rd.
Never got a chance to get the ball. The rebound was a long one off the rim, and those guys, they had great long arms, Scott, but none of them could quite get to the ball.
Ogilvy will come over and directly in front of us to inbound the basketball. Pearson is going to check in place of Johnson for Dr. Tom Mills.
30.
Up top, the inbound comes off to the left-hand side, and we've got a foul inside. This foul, I think, is going to come against Dundalk. Jackie Garrett will pick up his 3rd personal foul. That'll be the 4th against the Lions.
Well, after the call and the referee talked to the guy that got fouled, now another referee is talking to him, and that's unusual. I thought maybe they were going to talk to him about a moving pick, but he's going to get to shoot the free throws.
And now they're going to give the ball to Rose State underneath their basket. 58-50. McCleary will inbound. 11:09 left to go in the championship. They give it inside, and Davenport swipes it away out of play. It'll come back to Rose State under their own.
Old-time inbounds play there. The box, 4 players line up along the free throw line in a box, and there's just a double screen. They better hurry.
McCleary gets it in play to Lang. Lang across the top, Ogilvy. He fakes the 3, gives to McCleary. He'll shoot the 3. It is no good. And the rebound by White for Davenport, or rather for Dundalk. Gives it off to Chase. Chase across the midcourt stripe, in between the circles. Goes left-hand side, and we've got a hand check by McCleary. That'll be number 2 on McCleary, the 11 against the Raiders. And off to the line goes Mr. Chase to shoot the 1 in bonus.
Clearly still hasn't scored in the game, and that's kind of hurt Rose a little bit because he contributes usually 8-10 points along the game.
First free throw by Chase is good. He's got 20. And the next one now by Chase is up, and it is good. He's got 21. 60 to 50, an even 10-point lead now for the Lions of Dundalk. McCleary with the Raider basketball, left-hand side. Gives it Lang. Ogilvie, right side McCleary. He'll dribble in between the rounds, kicks off Ogilvie. Ogilvie on the drive, traveled. Another Rose State turnover, their second here of this second half.
Well, I asked Jim Boehm about that at the half, and they say it's all in the referee's judgment of establishing the pivot foot. I don't know when they catch a pass like that how they can establish a pivot foot.
Chase with the bucket. He's got 23, and that puts him 1 point away from a national tournament scoring record, which, by the way, was set earlier this week by Jesse Hart. Meanwhile, a timeout on the floor, 62-50. Dundalk leads 10-24 to play in this championship. You're listening to the NJCAA Division II Men's Basketball National Tournament Network. The lead belongs to the Lions of the Community College of Baltimore County, Dundalk. Rose State will work it across the big State of Illinois emblem at mid-floor here at the Mary Miller Gymnasium on the campus of Danville Area Community College. Rose State with the basketball on the cross court. They work it to Lang. Lang will take it into the paint. Fires upstairs. Ogilvie, 3, good!
Well, it had been a 10-2 run up to that point. It was 52-48, then it went to 62-50.
Chase up the floor, drive, shoots, missed it, rebound inside, knocked out a play by the Lions, and it'll come back to Rose State. 9:58 left to play in this national championship.
Armstrong had his hands on the ball for Rose State, but just couldn't hold on to it. Got it knocked out of his hands, so they get it back anyway.
McCleary to the left-hand side. Out beyond the arc, Ogilvie. Up top they give. Pearson, Ogilvie, left-hand side, McCleary. Down low, Lang. At the free throw line extension, he'll kick to the top. Pearson, right-hand side, gets the feed from Ogilvie. Now drives, looks. He'll shoot the 17-footer. It is good!
That hit front rim, side rim, back rim, backboard, and dropped in.
Those are his first 2 points of the second half. Chase in the lane, throws it up, scores, and he set a new tournament record for most points, now with 109. Out to the right-hand side, Rose State has the ball picked off. Chase up the floor, has a trailer, will he use it? No, lays it in off the glass, and he's got 27. 66-55, an 11-point lead for the Lions of Dundalk. 8:54 left to play here in the championship. Pearson out on the left-hand side for the Raiders. Gives up top. They work to Armstrong. Jumper on the way. No good. Rebound Pearson. Pearson puts it back up. Scores! Pearson with his 17th. Dundalk up the floor in a hurry. Chase on the drive. Drove into traffic. I'll tell you what. He looks at an opening that's about 3 inches wide and thinks he can fit through it.
He'd have been a great halfback, I believe, if he had football desires, because he certainly has the moves and he sees the hole.
That Foul, by the way, was whistled on Derek Lang. That'll be his second, the team's 8th. And off to the charity stripe will go Anthony Chase, trying to add to his 27 points, and the first one is no good, and the rebound by Rose State. Boy, Dundalk just doesn't believe in rebounding free throws, do they?
No, I don't think they're going to miss, I don't think.
Outside the arc. Sullivan up top. Gives the Raider basketball to Armstrong and Lang, and now Sullivan. Sullivan to the left-hand side. Dribbles around and looks underneath, trying to orchestrate, and we've got a foul. This is going to be on Glasgow.
Well, that's the second time just since he's come in the basketball game that Armstrong has got knocked to the floor, setting picks and getting knocked over, and he's causing them to make fouls, but unfortunately they're not getting any points out of it.
66-57, 8:16 left to go in the championship, and Dundalk with the lead. Rose State underneath their own. Looking to inbound, they will. Come all the way up top to Lang. Lang to the right-hand side, gives the ball off Pearson. Pearson beyond the paint, pulls up, shoots, scores! Pearson, 20, correct me, 19. Chase into the forecourt, dribbles off left-hand side. He's going to be triple-teamed, and they're going to call him for the elbow. Chase is going to be whistled for the offensive foul, throwing the elbow. That'll be his first personal foul.
That brought Coach Don Beasley up. He did a little dance there. I thought Martin Jimson did a pretty good dance. Beasley did his in anger.
Don't let him fool you. He's got some dancing moves over there.
Bowen comes out of the game with that last inbounds play down under the offensive basket. Bowen thought he had an inbound steal.
66-59. Rose State trails by 7. 7:55 to play. On the bounce pass down low, they go to Pearson. Pearson had the ball knocked loose. He comes up with it, pulls up, shoots, missed it. Rebound by Chase. Chase will push up the floor to the right-hand side. Tried to cut in the middle, and Sullivan will steal. 2-on-1. Sullivan on the layup. Good! He's got his first 2 points of the ball game. 66-61. Across midcourt to the left-hand side. E.T. with the ball. Cross courts to Chase. Chase takes it to the free throw line. Feeds back. E.T. for the 3. It is no good off the back of the rim. Chase with the rebound, and we've got a foul. The foul is going to be on Lang. That'll be his 3rd. The 9th on the Raiders.
Lang that time started for the rebound. It was a long rebound. Saw he couldn't get to it. Pulled up, didn't jump for the ball, but his body momentum took him right into Chase.
Pearson and Lang are both going to come out of the lineup for Dr. Tom Mills. 66-61. Rose State, at one time down by 16, has fought to within 5. Chase at the line, missed the free throw, and the rebound by Ogilvie. Raider basketball to the right-hand side, Sullivan. Sullivan just outside the paint, scoops the shot, and the bucket is good. Sullivan with his 4th point of the ball game.
Boy, he went right by Chase that time. Chase didn't make any effort to get him.
Chase to the right-hand side, and Sullivan's going to commit the foul. That'll be his 3rd. Boy, you hate to see that if you're Dr. Mills, because now you got to think about taking him out with his 3rd personal foul, and he's been a little firecracker for him.
That's 9 fouls on Rose also with 7 minutes to go. The next foul, and Dundalk's will be in the double. And Chase has missed the last 2 free throws. When he does, he just stands there. He'll make this one.
28 points for Chase. Next point now on the way. This one is up. It is good. 29 points for Chase. 68-63. Rose State down by 5. 7 minutes to go in the championship. Right-hand side. They work down low. Armstrong lays it up. No good. Rebound. Knocked out of play. And it belongs to the Raiders under their own.
Well, that time Armstrong worked to get the shot underneath, and then he put it up too hard off the board. He never really had body control. I think he was trying to draw the foul.
McCleary will try to throw it into the backcourt. It's going to be picked off by Chase. Chase one-on-one with Sullivan. Drives, shoots, scores, and he's going to be fouled by Sullivan. Chase not only gets the bucket, but gets the 4th foul on Sullivan.
Well, I'm not too sure, Scott, that they'll hold. It's a 70-63 game with 6:50 to go, and anybody can still win this game, but I would have to think Chase is not only zeroing in on, he set a new tournament scoring record as the most valuable player.
Free throw is no good, however, and Rose State down by 7 with the basketball. 6:45 off to the left-hand side. Out beyond the arc. Sullivan with the ball, nursing 4 personal fouls. McCleary, Armstrong, right side Johnson. Johnson looks inside, can't use anybody, has to come up top. Gives Armstrong, Johnson. Shot clock at 10. Johnson will orchestrate the offense right-hand side. He's got an opening drive, shoots, they're going to call. Is it the charge? I believe it is. The charge against Rose State. And Johnson will pick up his second.
Great White saw that play coming from about left field. He came all the way around the top of the pick, drove the right side. Great Johnson was underneath, or Great White was underneath, defending a tall man under the basket. He just stepped over and waited.
70-63 on the drive. Chase in the paint, pulls up, shoots off the front of the rim. Davenport with a putback. He's got 11. 72-63, and with a snap of the fingers, the lead is at 9. Pearson with the ball for Rose State. Ogilvy, McCleary. McCleary across the top, gives to Pearson. Pearson out on the free throw line extension. Now will eye the paint. Has to kick back upstairs. Armstrong in the attic, goes right side. McCleary on the lob down low. Ogilvy, he's double teamed. Feeds it up top and throws it away. It's going to be in the backcourt. And Beasley, there like a shortstop, will scoop it up over on the sideline as it goes out of play. Rose State with their 4th second half turnover, the 16th of the ball game. Well, this is what you don't want if you're Dr. Tom Mills, and that is for Dundalk to get a bucket here and go back to that double-digit lead.
Right. That's twice they cut it down to 52-48, and then they cut it down to 6 or 5, and it's not going to work, Scott. They're going to score again.
Chase with 33. 74-63, the 11-point lead. Pearson with the ball. Heavily guarded as he picked it up. Now goes to Armstrong out near the center court circle. Left-hand side McCleary, right side Pearson. Pearson beyond the arc, looks down low, comes up top, feeds in the corner. Johnson, bounce pass down low, picked off by Jackie Garrett. Dundalk with the steal, the 5th turnover this half by Rose State. 5 minutes left to go here in the national championship, and the Lions lead by 11. On the alley-oop, Davenport dumps it home! Davenport rings up a 9 on the duckometer with the alley-oop, and he's got 13, and Rose State needs a timeout. 76-63, and Don Beasley is going to meet him out at midcourt. High fives all around his team, up with 4:49 to play. You're listening to the NJCAA Division II Men's Basketball National Tournament Network. .63, the 13-point lead belongs to the Lions of Dundalk.
I got a question for you. If that was 9 on the dunkometer, what does it take to get a 10?
A little twist with the jam.
Okay.
Rose State upstairs to the left side. A 3 on the way. Good by Lang. He answers with his 14th point. In the backcourt, 76-66. Chase dribbles through traffic, kicks in the corner. E.T. from 3. Missed it off the side of the rim. Rebound by Pearson. Boy, he had Armstrong wide open, a football field away. Couldn't get it to him. Instead, they go McCleary to Lang, who fakes the 3, drives in the paint, kicks. 3-pointer on the way. This one is no good. And a rebound tapped all the way out. Davenport to Jackson. Jackson up the floor. 3-on-2. Spins in the paint. Lost the handle and is going to be called for the travel.
I wondered what they were going to call there. They were a little late on the call there. That's a great move when you're playing down the alley.
76-66, 10-point difference. 4 minutes to play in the championship. Rose State down. Up top they give Coleman. Left side Lang makes the three on the baseline, pulls up, shoots, missed the 13-footer. Rebound fought for inside, and we've got a foul. This is going to come against Rose State, and Armstrong's going to be, Coleman is going to be whistled for his 4th personal foul, and will go down and shoot 2.
A lot of lights on that scoreboard up there, a lot of personal fouls getting down in the final 3:55. One of these two teams may have to play a little bit with some of the bench strength.
At the line, Jackie Garrett. 76-66. The first free throw is no good. Now Ogilvie will check in.
Coach Tom Mills said pounded into the free throw line. They got to get underneath. I don't know, with 3:55 to go, they're still going to try to, I think, get the hoop and the harm down under the basket, Scott.
And Garrett with a free throw. He's got 3 points. 77-66. Rose State down by 11 with the ball. They work across the top. McCleary feeds it back left-hand side Lang. He'll take it to the free throw line, and we've got a foul right at the stripe. With 3:46 left to go in this championship. The foul is going to be on Chase. That's his 2nd, and the team's 7th. 1-1 for Mr. Lang. He's got 14 points. Front end on the way. It is no good, and the rebound by Dundalk. E.T. comes out of the pile with the ball on the cross-court Chase. Chase across the midcourt stripe. In between traffic, dribbles off left-hand side. Now comes up top, back into the paint, kicks down low. With the ball, Davenport lost the handle, and Davenport will come up with it. Turns, shoots, missed it, rebound, fought for it inside, and Chase comes out of the pile. And McCleary's going to be called for the block. That'll be his 3rd.
Chase just sat down in the crowd over across the way, and he's getting up limping, but he hurt his left ankle. I think it's an ankle. But this is what we talked about with Jan last night. 4 games, 4 days, getting down to the end, last 3:25. Fatigue sets in, muscles cramp. They got to get a lot of liquid in them, and bodies take a beating at this time of the night.
Chase missed the free throw. Boy, the one thing this team has not done well tonight is shoot freebies.
No, they haven't. And they only got 1 rebounder along the lane again.
2nd one is good. Chase with 34 points. 78-66. The Raiders down by 12. Out to the right side, Pearson. Pearson toe-to-toe with White. Takes him up top, Coleman. Now McCleary. Down low, Ogilvie. Ogilvie on the baseline was picked by Chase, but the ball goes out of bounds. It'll belong to Rose State underneath their own.
How would you like to go to the national tournament and go back home and tell people you scored 34 and 30 points in 2 of the games and you didn't lead the tournament in scoring?
Knocked down 10 3-point shots.
And you weren't the tournament's leading scorer.
Oh, man. Here's a 3 by Lang. This one is no good. On the rebound, Lang will come away with it. He'll set up outside the arc, kicks to McCleary. His 3 from the opposite side, no good. And the rebound fought for underneath, going towards the St. Joseph Ogden pep band is Jackie Garrett, and he loses about a play. He'll come back to Rose State over on the left-hand side.
And there's where you know you're lucky. $2,000 or $3,000 worth of drums over there, and the ball didn't hit a one of them. Going right at him. Coach Don Beasley wants a timeout. I don't know if it's going to be full or 30.
Got to be a full. 2:56 left to go here in the game. 78-66. The lead belongs to Dundalk. You're listening to the NJCAA Division II Men's Basketball National Tournament Network. 78-66. The advantage belongs to Dundalk. Rose State with the ball. 2:56 is all that's left to play here in this national championship. Out on the left-hand side, Sullivan will inbound the basketball for the white-clad Raiders. Slaps and puts into play. Pearson off the inbound, way out near the midcourt stripe. Over into the left-hand corner. Johnson, Ogilvy, right side Lang. Lang on the baseline drive, pulls up, shoots, missed it, rebound by E.T. Dundalk goes in the opposite direction, 3-on-3. E.T. slows it down, gives to Garrett, back to E.T. Fakes the three, up top White. White double teamed up top, tried to bounce it off the leg and does of Sullivan, and out of play. It'll come back to Dundalk over on the right-hand side of the forecourt.
Who are you going in for?
You said he left the ball off for White behind him. Are you sure he just didn't keep running and left the dribble there? I don't think he meant to leave the ball where he did.
Tell you what, he's been so talented tonight. Anything he does, I'm sure, is on purpose.
Yeah.
Inbound to Chase. 2:28 left to go in the game. Over to the right-hand side. Jackson with the ball to the free throw line. Pulls up, shoots, missed it. Rebound picked up by Jackson. And with a fresh 35 on the shot clock, he'll come all the way up top. Goes to Jackson, or rather Chase. Chase will dribble up top. Around a few cones in the paint, lost the handle. Picked up by Lang. Lang up the floor to the right-hand side. Spins, kicks, deep hand corner. Pearson for three. In and out, no good. And rebound by Garrett. Garrett in the backcourt to White. Now to Chase. Underneath the 2-minute warning of the ball game. 78-66, the lead by Dundalk. Jackson in the forecourt. Boy, Lang's trying to foul him, and they won't get the call. Now Jackson is going to be fouled up top. And that was probably the weakest of the 4 times that he got hit.
He got hit out there. He was going in circles and getting, every time he turned, he got hit.
1:41 left to go in the national championship. 78-66. Community College of Baltimore County, Dundalk with the lead.
Chase and Jackson that time, last 2 times down the floor, have taken turns dribbling around in circles. They got a pair of ball handlers that can stall the game out.
First free throw by E.T. Jackson is good. He's got 10 points. Now Pearson and Lang will both come out of the lineup. Checking in will be Josh Holland. Wood is also in the lineup. Second free throw is good. E.T. with 11. 80-66. The 14-point lead for Dundalk. Rose State with the basketball. Into the forecourt they come. Sullivan all the way down, went coast to coast, and the layup is good. Sullivan with 6 points on the coast-to-coaster. Timeout on the floor. 1:31 left to play. 80-68. The Dundalk lead. You're listening to the NJCAA Division II Men's Basketball National Tournament Network. Coming up with the basketball was Garrett, and I think Garrett's going to be called for the foul. Well, the foul is going to be on.
It's going to be on Glasgow, or not Glasgow, but 40.
Coleman. And that'll be all for Coleman. Coleman went out to midcourt to try to get the ball from Davenport, or excuse me, from Garrett. And in the collision, Coleman picks up his 5th.
I'm like you. I thought he got there in time. I thought he was stopped dead still. The pass was so long that it gave him time to stop.
Coach Mills is looking for a sub, and that's going to be Wally Cole. 80-68, the lead belongs to the Lions of Dundalk. 90 seconds left in this national championship. At the free throw line, Garrett's first one is good with a couple of bounces off the rim. Probably want to take that rim home with him.
That red rim at that west basket's been friendly all week.
Second one is no good, and Garrett commits the personal going after the basketball. That'll be his fourth, and we'll walk down to the other end and shoot freebies.
Scott, he was the only guy in the world that could have gotten the rebound of the foul. He was the free throw shooter. The other four guys were down here for Dundalk, standing down here in the defensive end.
He was really going to make something happen there, wasn't he? At the line. The first free throw by Holland is good. Josh Holland with his first point of the ball game.
That's why he didn't want to make that foul. They had a 12-point lead. He just missed a free throw. He had no rebounders in there with him. Now they're going to let him score two with the clock stopped.
Holland knocks them both down. Up the floor comes E.T., and he's going to be fouled by Holland. That'll be his first, and will step to the line to shoot two.
Well, Dundalk is going to put their four guys back here again, back in the defensive area.
11-point lead, E.T. at the line, trying to increase it for the Lions of Dundalk. $1.27 to play. First free throw is no good. Boy, it's a good thing that right now, and it may become a factor in the next 87 seconds, but free throw shooting has not been a Lions' strength.
No, it hasn't.
Second free throw is good. E.T. with 12 on the drive up the floor. Sullivan dumps inside. Johnson missed it. Tip back to no good. Cole with the second effort, and he couldn't get it to drop. Chase with the rebound. They'll give in the backcourt to E.T. He'll push it up the forecourt. Rolls around all the traffic and now is being chased. The ball is going to be stolen by Sullivan. Wide open layup, and the bucket is good. Sullivan with 8 points. 1:01 left to go in the game, and now White is going to be fouled. Well, I'll tell you what, Rose State tried so hard to foul down in the Dundalk forecourt, couldn't get a call, and then finally Rose State stole the ball away.
Couldn't get a call and finally got the steal. Well, it's going to be interesting. Now, again, the free throw shooter goes up. That's Great White, and he's going to be all alone in that front court.
They're going to win it. They better be knocking him down. The first one is good.
You're right, Scott. Not very many teams win championships, let alone a national championship, missing as many free throws as Dundalk did up to this point.
12 points after both free throws were made for White. Up the floor comes Rose State. The clock is in the red. Here's a three on the way by Holland. It won't go. Rebound by Davenport. Dundalk with the basketball, and we've got a foul. 84-72. The lead belongs to the Lions of Dundalk. They are 49 seconds away from a national championship.
I think we can put the fire out. I think the barbecue's over.
49 seconds away from the first Division II national championship in the state of Maryland.
Yeah, Jack Sistriano said today their division has won it before, but not a team from Maryland.
At the line, Davenport. First free throw on the way. It is up, and it is no good off the front of the rim. And the second free throw now by Davenport. This free throw is up. It is good. Davenport with 14 points. 85-72. Rose State trails with the ball. 47 seconds to go. Up top, Johnson lost the handle. Now finally comes up. Gives to Woods. Three is good. Osric Woods with the three. And will foul and walk down to the other end and shoot free throws.
This may go on to breakfast. They foul every 3 seconds.
85-75.
Bob Rudman sitting along the scorer's bench. I wonder if he can keep track of all those fouls.
First free throw on the way, no good by E.T. Jackson. one on the way. This one is in and out, no good. Rebound picked up by Rose State. Down the left-hand side of the floor with the basketball. Johnson on the cross court, gives in the corner. 3 on the way. This one is in and out for Woods. Rebound by Garrett, and he's going to be fouled. 31 seconds left to play. 10-point difference, and Chase getting some help up onto his feet.
Chase a little slow getting up there, wasn't he?
There's a lot of slow.
Yeah. Well, I noticed last time Dundalk had all 4 guys in the back court again, but they had 1 at the 10-second line and 2 of them up here at the top of the key, so they're moving up a little bit now. Maybe they're too tired to walk there back into the basket.
And the first one by Garrett is good. He's got 5. I'll tell you what, if I've done everything over the last 4 days that Chase has done in the last 4 days, I wouldn't be able to get out of bed tomorrow.
Yeah. It'll be a short ride home for him with a national championship.
Off to the left side, a 3 on the way for Rose State. It won't go, tip won't go. Chase with the rebound. 23 seconds left to go in the national championship. And Dundalk in Baltimore, Maryland is 21 ticks of the clock away from a national championship.
Well, would you, if you were Coach Tom Mills, would you have him still fouling, or would you just let him play it out now?
Play it out now. Chase trying to add to his 34-point contest. The first one is no good.
These guys can't shoot free throws.
I'll tell you the problem, they're not moving. They need to move around there at the free throw line or something. Second one on the way. This one is good. He's going to end with 35 points.
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
Rose State with the ball up the floor. A 3 by Woods. No good. Rebound by Garrett. Bounced it off the face of E.T. E.T. up the floor. 12 seconds to go. To the right-hand side. Dribbling around the floor is White. White is going to be bumped up top with 7 seconds to go. 88-75, the lead by Dundalk, and the crowd from Baltimore, Maryland is starting to sense their national championship.
Baltimore's a long road from here, and they got a nice crowd down there in red shirts. They've had good support this evening.
Champaign, Illinois, Union Lake, Michigan, Lansing, Michigan, University Center, Michigan, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Danville, Illinois, Toledo, Ohio, Joliet, Illinois, Mason City, Iowa, Kansas City, Missouri, Monaco, Pennsylvania, Cedar Rapids, Iowa, Salina, Kansas, and now Baltimore, Maryland, all cities of national champions. The lamp and the buzzer is good by Sullivan. You win with 10, and this one is over. Community College of Baltimore City, Dundalk has won the national championship with an 88-77 win. They are your 2000 national champions. Don Beasley took a team 34-2 after losing the first game of the season. They would only be met with one more defeat in their next 35 contest. That would not come in a national tournament, a tournament that they would win. Now we get set for all of our post-game celebration ceremonies. Don Beasley, the head coach of the Dundalk Lions. We're set now for our celebration, and to do that, we'll also bring aboard Mr. Michael Halvey, our public address announcer, for all of our post-game celebration.
At this time, we will make our tournament award presentations. First of all, let's hear it for the staff, the management, the administration that put on the 2000 NJCAA tournament here at Danville Area Community College. Our first presentations this evening will be for the 2000 All-Tournament team. Making the presentation from corporate sponsor Burger King is Jim McCarthy, assisted by Wilbur Dixon. Let's meet the 2000 All-Tournament team. From Dundalk, Micah Davenport. From Rose State College, Sean McCleary. From Naugatuck Valley, Philip Sellers. From Owen Community College, Rodney Hughes.
Okay.
From Penn Valley, Clayton Laskowski. From Dundalk, E.T. Jackson. From Danville Area Community College, Sherman Foster. From Rose State College, Derek Pearson. Setting a record of 3-point field goals in a game, 3-point field goals for the tournament, and in the third place game, the all-time 4-game tournament scoring leader from Central Community College, Platt, Jesse Hart. The all-time 4-game tournament scoring average and points from Dundalk, Anthony Chase. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2000 all-tourney team. It is now time to make the presentation for the Best Small Man Award, a special award that is given in Junior College Basketball Division II for outstanding play by a small man. To make the presentation from corporate sponsor Schick School and Office Supply is Jim Meharry. The 2000 Best Small Man Award from Dundalk, Anthony Chase. Presentation is the most valuable player of the tournament, also presented by Jim Meharry from Schick School and Office Supply. As stated, he broke the all-time 4-game scoring average and leader in the final championship game from Dundalk, the MVP, Anthony Will Chase. Presentation of the national runner-up. Representing Devro T-Pack corporate sponsorship is Bill Warnigas. Ladies and gentlemen, let's meet Rose State College from Midwest City, Oklahoma, the national runners-up. Finishing the year with a record of 25 wins, 8 losses. Let's meet the Raiders. Number 10, Sean McCleary. Number 12, Rashid Sullivan. Number 20, Orsic Woods. Number 22, Josh Holland. Number 23, Derek Lang. Number 24, Whale Cole. Number 25, Micah Jackson. Number 30, Duncan Ogilvy. Number 32, Robert Johnson. Number 33, Derek Pearson. Number 35, Oliver Bullitt. Number 40, Mike Coleman. Number 44, Doug Armstrong. The managers, Cassandra Slayton and Carrie Robinson. The athletic director is Les Berryhill. The trainer, Chris Layden. The assistant coach, Calvin Pierce. And the head coach of the Raiders, Dr. Tom Mills. Ladies and gentlemen, the national runner-up, Rose State College from Midwest City, Oklahoma. Our next award ceremony will be the presentation of the championship coach's jacket and the coach of the tournament plaque. To make the presentation, Dan McCarthy of Illinois Power. Coach will have to lose some weight. Coach Don Beasley. And now for the presentation of our national champion, Dundalk Lions. Dick Pittico from Old National Bank to make the presentation. Finishing the year with a record of 34 wins and 2 losses. From Baltimore, Maryland, the Lions of Dundalk. Let's meet the Lions. Number 3, Anthony Will Chase. Number 10, Richie White. Number 11, Grape White. Number 13, Micah Davenport. Number 20, Demetrius Harris. Number 23, Eugene E.T. Jackson. Number 25, James Bowen. Number 30, Tanel Hicks. Number 33, Andre Fountain. Number 43, Jakai Garrett. Number 50, Sean Sanders. And number 00, Sean Glasgow. The assistant coaches, Elliot Oppenheimer and Todd Moore. And the head coach of Dundalk, the Lions, Mr. Don Beasley, your 2000 national champions.
You got it, go.
That is our awards presentation. Thanks to Mr. Michael Holby. Let's take a 2-minute break. We'll be back with more on the NJCAA Division II Men's Basketball National Tournament.
28-59 from the free throw line. Dundalk was 28-48 for 58%. Rose State shot 30% of the ball game, 26 of 88 from the free throw line. Rose State 17-20 for 85%. In rebounds, Rose State had 52, Dundalk with 51. Individually, here's a little of the scoring for Rose State. Rashad Sullivan, E.T. Jackson with 12. James Bowen scored 5. J.D. Garrett with 8. And the Heisman man of the game was Will Chase, 35 points.
Score 88-77, the Lions of Dundalk, your new national champions. Let's take a look very quickly at the individual numbers. First of all, for the Raiders of Rose State, Rashad Sullivan with 10 points, Osric Woods with 3, Josh Holland with 2, Derek Lang with 14, Duncan Ogilvie with 18, Robert Johnson with 2, Derek Pearson with 19, Oliver Butt with 1, and Mike Coleman with 9. For the Lions of Community College, Baltimore County, Dundalk, Sean Glasgow with 4, Jackie Garrett with 6, James Bowen with 5, E.T. Jackson with 12, Micah Davenport with 14, Great White with 12, and Anthony Chase, your most valuable player of the national tournament, your best small man award winner of the tournament, and a new scoring tournament leader, Anthony Chase with 35 points. We're going to take a 2-minute break. When we come back, some final thoughts from this year's national tournament. Score 88-77, the new national champions, the Community College of Baltimore County, Dundalk. And joining us right now, the coaching staff of the Lions, Don Beasley and crew. And how does it feel for a man who said he never coaches to be named the National Coach of the Year and be head coach of the national champions?
Long time coming, but see, welcome home. No, we can do some coaching. We proved it here. You know, I came in and said there's no coaching, but People don't play as many defenses as we play. We got about 6 or 7 defenses. If we need to go to different offensive setups, we will. We can go to press breaks. We can do everything. Me and my coach work these kids hard. They did a 20-minute workout before they started the game. I knew they was already tired. We just didn't play well. If we'd run the floor like we usually do and Jackson had a bad game, oh my goodness, he had a good game, then we would have had 120.
Well, you had a good game out of Anthony Chase, the tournament MVP, the Best Small Man Award winner, a new tournament scoring record set by him with 35 points tonight, that totaling all of his other outputs throughout this week. He certainly deserves every bit of recognition he got.
Yeah, well, I do too, because I let him do those things. I was the coach. I told him what to do, and Coach asked me, he said, Coach, Chase did something bad, and Coach asked me, he said, why you let him do that, Coach? Now I can tell you, Coach, because he can play.
He the man.
He the man. Go ahead, Coach, ask my coach something. He's a good guy.
Well, Coach, you also got to see not only a great output by Chase, we've talked about E.T. Jackson. Again, the kid that's impressed me all week long. I brought him up over and over and over. Every time you need a big dunk or a little electrifying move, Micah Davenport did it for you.
Go ahead. You go ahead.
Michael Davenport is a very special player. He came to us from Santa Fe Community College. He works very hard on and off the court. I just have a lot of respect for him, and he just came in and blended in well. Him and Will from the same hometown, and I'm glad that he decided to come to Dundalk.
All right, don't steal all my time. Look, part of my coaching is if you looked at it, we never threw the ball to Davenport. He's not a post player. He's a wingman. We never throw the ball to him. I'm a heck of a coach. If we throw in the ball, I'll be mad. He either get the ball on the flash or we never go to him. Hey, you talk about that ain't coaching? Who wouldn't throw Davenport the ball? I'm the only person here that would not throw Davenport the ball on the post.
See,
am I right or wrong?
That's why you're National Coach of the Year.
I know that.
You know who to throw the ball to and who not to.
I knew who coming out. I just needed to prove it.
Coach, last thought, how does it feel to be the first coach from the state of Maryland to come home with a national championship?
It's a long time coming, but see, welcome home. It's great. I mean, I'll go down in history as far as I know. I'll be in those little books, whether I get fired, whether I act a fool, whatever they do to me. I'll be in that book somewhere. I don't know. I better check with Pete Rose. I think he's still in the books, but he just can't get in the Hall of Fame. I'll check with him.
Coach, congratulations.
All right. It's been great.
Don Beasley, a very excited National Coach of the Year. Our final break, 2 minutes from now, we wrap it up. You're listening to the NJCAA Division II National Tournament.